don't love a good hack? I'm going to share with you some hacks that I have in my kitchen to make it more enjoyable and easier to cook in this space. I also am going to highlight some of the updates that we did in the kitchen and show you what it looked like before and after we did those updates, as these are easy, pretty affordable updates that you can do yourself that really transforms the way that the kitchen looks. Hack number one. Hack number one is an easy way to make the pantry in your kitchen look updated and custom without really having to do much. I'm going to show you what the pantry looked like before. I'm going to show you what the pantry looked like after, what it looks like currently. But the main hack was to buy a pre-made fabric board or panel that you can get, and I'll show you the specific one that we got. This one was from Home Depot. Home Depot will even cut it for you. You just have to make sure that you measure it appropriately. And when you then get this board and have it cut, the only other piece that you need is a nail gun, and you need to get pieces of 1x3 wood in order to put it all together. So I will show you what I'll provide some examples of what that looks like. Storage hack number two is displaying your cutting boards. I got the shelf off of Amazon up at the top, so I will link that for you. And then I got the bars that actually hold everything from IKEA. And IKEA has different systems that are in place where they have different colors and they have different attachments that you can add. So the basket that is there that is holding the flower arrangement is something that IKEA has as part of this system. So I will link the IKEA information as well so that you can get, if you're wanting to get those exact ones, you can find them at IKEA. This is an easy way to add some storage in your space without it taking up cabinet space. The last hack is to add some storage by hanging a storage system on the back of your pantry door. This one we got from a store that is close to our home, but you can find systems like this anywhere. I'll link in the description one that is highly rated on Amazon. You can use that one, but it really allows you to just maximize the space in your pantry. And for me, when I have two little kiddos that are always trying to have a hard time like getting in there and reaching things, this is a great way for them to easily access snacks that we're okay with them having more of, and then the snacks that we want them to have less of, they cannot reach. It's too far up. In our home, that is what works for us. All right, let's talk about kitchen upgrades and easy things that we were able to do that really improved the aesthetic of our kitchen. The first was painting, and specifically, what do I mean by that? We painted the cabinets blue, as you can see behind me, and I'll show you in more detail. We painted the backsplash, actually, the color of the wall. It made the backsplash look more current and less 90s, while not requiring us to actually knock that backsplash out. The other hack that we did was right here, which I don't think you can see this, but I will show you in better detail, was adding hanging lights to above our kitchen island, and then adding a hanging pendant light above the kitchen sink. And we did this using a converter system, which is available. I'll link one. I believe that we bought ours off of Amazon, but I will double check. And if not, I can just link an example with Amazon that is highly rated so that you have an idea of how you can do this. But we had, for above the kitchen island and where that light is, we had recessed lighting. And so there is a way to convert this to a pendant light without really doing much work. You just screw in the converter, and then there's a little cover that you put so that it makes it flush with the top, and there you have it. It works. The other thing that we did was add hardware, and those were the main things that we did to the kitchen that heavily changed the look at it. Oh, the other thing that we did in addition to adding hardware is the kitchen island. We added an accent to the bottom of it, and that again helped elevate the space. It made the space feel more custom without a whole bunch of additional work and no real renovation. Eventually, we plan to completely remodel the kitchen, but for now, the hacks that I described and the updates that we made to the space really make it feel less 90s, less builder grade, and more us. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, it's a pleasure seeing you, and I hope to see you more often. Stay tuned because you're going to start seeing a lot of videos about my basement and finishing it. So stay tuned for those. I will see you in another one. As always, I hope you have a luxurious day, but I hope you are able to keep it on the low. Bye, guys.